This life is like a treasure hunt. Whatever it is that you're seeking, you already are it. But then there's all these distractions. Let me tell you a story. There's a story about a king who makes an announcement to everyone in his kingdom that whoever comes to meet me tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I will hand over the keys of the kingdom to them. And of course, a lot of people turn up. But on their way to meet the king, there are all these rooms. There's rooms full of food and drink and cakes and jewelry and beautiful clothes, comfortable beds, the equivalent of whatever they had in those days, Lamborghinis, maybe elephants and horses and things like that. And they just get so distracted by all of this. And only one guy makes straight for the king and gets there exactly at 4 o'clock and collects the keys to the kingdom and then turns around and imprisons everybody else because they are stealing the property of the king. Now, all these stories, there's no king. Basically, the king is the absolute and the palace is, if you like, this beautiful creation. And there are all those wonderful things, the foods and the drinks and the comfortable beds and the fancy cars and, jewelry and all of that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's beauty and, they delight the senses, basically. But unless there's some measure in the life, anything, whatever, you take a glass of wine and it's delicious and it's good for you, and maybe a second one too. But then if you consume 2 bottles, then it's no longer pleasurable. It becomes a pain. So you asked me what are the benefits, if you like, of being in the present, and why isn't everybody? Well, that's a really good question. When we started the philosophy school, I had this idea that there would be lines around the block. Everybody would want to know. No. People are too busy eating the food and drinking, to come and get the keys to the kingdom, basically. But when you are present, you don't have to do anything at all. The universe works through you, and whatever answers you need, whatever help you need, whatever intelligence that you require for whatever job you're doing. And by the way, you're not doing it for yourself. I mean, even eating a good meal can be done in order to maintain and nourish this instrument, this body, so that it can perform better. So it really changes the paradigm. And after a while, you just can't go back to the, same old. Our students say they catch themselves now very quickly when they're not present.